Sorry for the disturbance. Okay, we'll start our session now. Actually, now it's a future of Java full stack developer. Everyone, if you're working in the industry also, I will introduce myself. Currently working as a senior trainer, and I'm having a 10 years of experience in the technical terms as well as industry as well as teaching field. And nowadays, everyone is using full stack developer, even though API development, that is AWS side, Amazon Web Services, and Microsoft Azure also, we require some APIs to interact with your normal dashboard, Android app, and cloud services. There we can use APIs. Most of the times, most of the industry are required Java full stack developer. The reason is what they want. They are expecting someone experienced into the API development, as well as full stack developers can be used in React.js. React.js is nothing but what if you want to make a career in dashboard side, or if you want to make a career in other side, dashboard or website, you can use a React.js. And for now, instead of Android and Kotlin and Java programming language, everyone is focusing on React Native. That React Native is used for the developing the mobile application. That's overview of Java full stack developer where we can have a job opportunities. Okay. One thing is an API development, AWS side. Then where we can use API development, again, there is a question for any beginners. API developer means what? For example, we have a cloud. You can take any cloud. There are a lot of cloud services in the market, cloud service providers. One is AWS, Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, IBM Cloud, Salesforce. These are the some cloud service providers are there. Their work is to provide three things. One is infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. What is cloud actually? It's an on-demand self-service. Whatever you are demanding now, means for example, we'll take one example. I don't know are you from which background, but where we can use a cloud computing concept, pay-per-use concept, like your electricity bill. Pay-per-use means how much you pay now, that you have to pay. How much you are using, that things only you have to pay. Where we can use a cloud services, cloud services can be used in startup as well as established company also, where we have all the services, whatever the services are there, that is divided into three part: software as a service, infrastructure service, and platform as a service. These are the three services. Actually, I'm trying to explain the base core part of that. Later, okay, we have a cloud services. Later, we have an Android app. How you can communicate from Android app to the cloud services? Always remember, by using APIs, we can connect. Where full stack developers has important role to connection between your cloud services and Android app. Even though you can use dashboard also, how dashboard and cloud services can connect with each other by using APIs. Now next part is what? Where we can have a learning benefits, Java full stack learning benefits. What are the different benefits? One is exploring unending possibilities by learning about AWS. Just now I discussed with you Hibernate and Spring Boot. Through that you will go, and a lot of opportunities are available on AWS as well as Hibernate and Spring Boot. Later also, when you learn, you will get tips and tools like MySQL. This is one database. SQL database is there where you can store your data. That is MySQL database. HTML5 is a programming language where you can, it's a script. You can have a web page or a website related parts. Then you HTML5, Angular CSS, GitHub. What is GitHub means what? Nowadays, control version systems are very important. What is control version system means what? For example, you have a laptop, but by some other issues, your laptop got hanged or corrupted. All the files are corrupted. Do you have any backup for that? No. So GitHub is nothing but what? You can store your code, repositories there, and you can directly write, include GitHub library or GitHub the URL. You will get all the code. There is no need to write all the code into your IDE, integrated development environment. You can directly get it from that clone, GitHub clone, and more. What is the difference between HTML and CSS? Again, I'm going to explain. HTML is what somewhat a website, but if you want to make a more attractive and user-friendly website, CSS performs a very important role. Also, by using this course, you will also have the opportunity to get exposed to web servers and APIs. There are a lot of web servers are there, and how you can connect with the APIs. Then also, after completing this course, you can learn about basic designing fundamentals also, because as you know that in every engineering field or every part, SDLC performs an important role. Software development life cycle, how development software from phase 1 to the phase 6 is what. First phase is what? Requirement gathering and analysis. After the requirement gathering analysis done from the customer, later the designing part is started, and after designing part, everything is okay as per the customer is given by requirement. Oh, okay, the customer is okay with the designing, just you can move to the coding part. This is third phase of any SDLC. There are different types of agile process. There are a lot of process models are there market: waterfall, RAD, then increment process model. Even though latest process model, software process model is what? Agile methodology. DevOps concepts comes into the market. Even though they are not mentioned here, but you will learn about GitHub as well as other parts. Now designing part is there. The next point is what? Learn about basic designing fundamentals. Third is, first one is what? Requirement gathering analysis. Second one, designing. Third one is coding, where you have to decide which programming language you have to use for the particular customer requirement. Then decide it, work on it. After that, testing is there. And fifth one is what? Deployment and maintenance. Whatever the program, whatever the software you have deployed at a client end, that should be tested as well as maintained. If that getting the problem after deployment, you have to solve that problem. This is what you will go learn from this course. Now, what are the market or industries expecting from you? What they are hiring roles offered means DevOps engineer, development operational engineers are there. Okay, even though DevOps engineer, CI/CD pipeline is there in AWS perspectives. One more thing is there in DevOps engineer, what they are expecting development as well as operation means agile methodology is there. Is there any one is from computer background? Does he know about uh, Jira tool? Please, can anyone unmute yourself and you can discuss with me, because it's a one-way communication. If I get some more response from your side now, so I will be very much compatible with you. Like I'm talking now like a machine only. Can you able to hear me? I'm from non in IT background. Chemistry. Okay, Pratiksha. Okay, don't worry. I will try to explain in somewhat. What about Satish? Satish, may I know your background, please? Please keep in chat box. Can you able to hear me, Satish? There is no response from chat box. Satish, can you able to hear me or Pratiksha? Pratiksha, I think you are giving response. Okay, means you are from non-IT background, but don't worry. I'm going to explain in a very depth about that. What is the role of DevOps engineer, UI designer, UX designer, web application developer, server programmer, front-end developer, and full stack developer. These are the mostly seven roles they are offering in industry, software industry. One is what? Full stack developer. What is full stack developer means what? He has a knowledge about React.js, JavaScript concept much more. Now next one is front-end developer. Always remember in front-end developer, what is front-end? Whatever you can content, what content you can see on screen now. For example, take any website. I'm giving one example to you. Just a minute. Take any website. What are the content you can see it now? This is front-end developer. But at the back end, there are some databases are there. Bootstrap concept. There are other things are there. Backend database. You can take considered as boot database that is available at the front end backend developer. Backend front end means what? Your HTML, CSS, these are the front end where you can see the content or the front of the page. Third was a server programmer. Where is server programmer means what? Now you have a AWS server with you. Now what is the role of server programmer is nothing but what? You have to write some APIs into that, and whatever the APIs are there, na, application programming interface, all the APIs code is available in the Lambda function. Business logic. This is server programming. Fourth one is what? Web application developer. That you know very well what is a web application developer. UX designer, UI designer, user interface designer, UX designer, DevOps engineer. DevOps means what? It's like a agile methodology. Do you know Jira method? Jira means what? You have performing one, what I can say. Jira is nothing but what? There are two parts. Jira is for use for testing purpose also. Even the ticket tracking monitoring system also. Your project management system where we can use Jira concept. DevOps, development operation, everything we carried out by using DevOps. That's why DevOps engineers are most of the required in the industry. Next part. Now, what are the responsibilities of Java full stack developer? What are the exactly requirement? What they are expecting industry? What they are expecting freshers from experience, fresher as well as experienced person. Develop front end, design the back end of application, also creating a databases and servers, ensure cross-platform compatibilities, meet technical and consumer requirements, whatever the technical as well as consumer requirements are there, no? That should be met, and build APIs. This is a whole responsibilities of full stack developer. Please someone acknowledge me. Are you getting these things or not? If you are not getting, please you can say in chat box. Pratiksha, at least can you able to understand what is going on? Actually, I'm not getting any response from. Let me check in just a minute. Pratik, Pratik, can you able to hear me? Okay, but I think just now you are joined. Henry Harvin, is there any from your end? Please, can you able to show me? Okay, Pratik, I think you are just now you are joined. Is it required to share each and everything to you from backside, back slide? Okay. Actually, what is the responsibility of Java full stack developer is what? He has a responsible of develop front end as well as he is designing the back end of an application. What are the designing in the back end now? That full stack developers roles and responsibilities. Also, the roles and responsibility of Java full stack developer is what? Creating a databases and servers. Also, it ensure cross-platform compatibility, meet technical as well as consumer requirement. What are the requirement is, this is all the responsibility of full stack developer. Later, build API. This is very, very important. Nowadays, everyone is expecting this sixth role is build APIs. API means what? Application programming interface, where you can connect from mobile to the cloud, from dashboard to the cloud. By using this APIs, you can connect with each other. Next point is what? Overview of Java full stack developer course. What exactly is available into that? HTML. Why HTML is there? This is actually hypertext markup language is there. What HTML stands for? Hypertext markup language, and its use of set of text commands. They are used to format how web page is displayed. If you can see on my screen also, I can just a minute. Now this is what HTML. I can show hands-on session also. First, we'll try to complete some theoretical concept. Later, we have some practical approach also. These are the some different CSS frameworks are there. Okay, these are the some different CSS framework. What is meant by CSS? Cascading style sheet. What is the difference between HTML and CSS? By using HTML, whatever content you want to display now, that you can, by writing the programming, HTML programming, you can display on the screen. But CSS is nothing but what that name indicates, cascading style sheet, that is used for more interactive web page. To make a more interactive web page, you can use a CSS. Next point. What is the features of JavaScript? Like any other programming language, what is the use of JavaScript? Nowadays, everywhere JavaScript is used. Even though in React.js, I told you, React Native, everywhere JavaScript comes into the market. What are the different features of JavaScript? One is handling event, statement looping, lightweight and delicate, case sensitive formats. It's very important feature of JavaScript is what? Object oriented script language. It also ability to perform client edge technology, validation of users input, normal like control statement C and other programming language. It also having JavaScript has a else and if statement. Also interpreted centered. Whatever the interpreter is there now, this programming language, JavaScript programming language is interpreter centered. Now what is jQuery? This is a combination of CSS selector, HTML element, JavaScript. You can see on analysis purpose, you can see it also. Is this clear to you? Just someone acknowledge me. Are you getting difference between Java and JavaScript? Okay, okay. I will. What is Java means? What is object-oriented programming language? Where Java you can create for websites also. JavaScript means for dynamic website by using JavaScript. Before that, you should know about what is static and dynamic. Static means what? The content you cannot modify. This content is called as a static website. Like your any website about us page is there. The about us page or contact us page, you cannot modify into that, right? This is called a static page. What is meant by dynamic means what? Your Facebook page. Some login forms are there. They're keeping your data into the database now. They're continuously changing. That's why JavaScript is what? Is a dynamic website, dynamic programming language. Difference between Java and JavaScript is a scripting, whether that Java is what? It's object-oriented programming language. There are other types of features provided by the Java, like class, object-oriented, class object, inheritance, polymorphism, then encapsulation. These are the features of. Just a minute. Is this clear to you? Have you understood what is the difference between Java and JavaScript, Pratik? Please post in chat box. Okay, Java is an object-oriented programming language, and Java is what? What I can say, it's a use for API development also, whereas JavaScript is mostly used for uh, JavaScript is mostly used for what purpose? For dynamic web pages. Whatever the web pages are there now, if you want to make a dynamic web pages, you can use a JavaScript concept much more. Okay, you understood. JQ. Later that, now it's a very simple understanding of Ajax also. Okay, because as a JavaScript, what as a full stack Java full stack developer, you should have knowledge about HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Ajax, DBMS, then testing tools, as well as you should have knowledge about some cloud services. Okay. Now, if you can see on my screen, this is understanding of Ajax. Okay, this is actually understanding of Ajax. HTML page is there. Server is at other end. Again, you have 2 to 3 different options for server. Which server means what? You can take a server as cloud. You can create your own server by using other parts like a Nextcloud, own cloud. You can create your own system as a server by using providing XAMPP server is there, local server is there. By using that, you can use that is as your server. Now, Ajax means what? Understanding Ajax. This is HTML page. This is server. From HTML page, there is some request is there at server end. For example, you are entering JavaScript on Google. Means you have that client. You are a client. You are using a web browser, and server is at other end. He's giving response to you. Means all other JavaScript related queries are there, JavaScript related resources are there that you can search or see on screen. This is HTML page, this is server. What happens initially, how this communication is carried out from browser to the server? First, browser having, take one browser. Can you list out some browser name? Can you list out some browser name here? Pratik, do you know some browser's name? Like, correct, Mozilla Firefox. Next, Chrome, Google Chrome is there. Third one, Microsoft Edge is there. These are the browsers through that you can access the server data, right? Brave is there. Good, excellent, excellent. Next point is what? This is actually browser. This is HTML page. This is server. I want to get the data from the server. You need a browser, and you are writing HTML page. From that, you are requesting some services from the server. Server is giving back to you. This is a normal traditional HTML page and server. But if you can see here, understanding of Ajax, this is HTML page and Ajax routines is there. What is doing here? JavaScript calls to the Ajax routine. Whatever the problem is there now, he will go to the what? Here data request. Ajax routine is what? He will send request to the server and updated XML data come back to the Ajax routine output. Later that Ajax routine can transfer updated HTML to the HTML page. Later, again, this process is repeated. Initial page request, then you will get the response. This is all about the Ajax. Very important point is full stack developer is what? HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Third point. Later that Ajax, then already I discussed you database, DBMS, database management system. Later we have a testing tools where we can test your whatever you have made these softwares now or websites. You have to test. There are two options to test these websites. You can test these websites by using manual testing, or you can go for the automation testing. In manual testing, you have to write some test cases. Serial one test cases. What is a test case means what? For example, serial num, task name, expected output, actual output, remark. What? How you can give the remark pass and fail? By using, if you are matching expected output and actual output is same, then your condition is pass, otherwise false. Now this is what Ajax is works. I think there is question in chat box. Ajax, your question is related to what? Ajax. Actually this is related to full stack development only. Okay, now this part is okay. Please, do you have any doubt? Let me know that. Actually, Ajax means what? It's a asynchronous JavaScript as well as XML. XML, extended markup language, is there. This is a combination of your JavaScript and XML. What is the long form of Ajax means what? Asynchronous JavaScript and XML language. Okay, I will explain. Always remember, data is available in three formats. One is structured data, unstructured data, and semi-structured data. Structured data means what? Only the data is available in the form of rows and columns, means table. For example, serial number, roll number, percentage of 1 lakh students, that is available in the table. Means what? This is what structured data. What is unstructured data means what? Sometimes XML data. This is XML. XML data is called as unstructured data, where you will get the data from various resources. XML data, someone will definitely ask you enter your which data is called as unstructured data. Always remember. Unstructured means what? Other data. XML is a semi-structured data. Sometimes some data is in the form of rows and columns, and some data is beyond to that. This is called as XML. This is semi-structured. What is unstructured means what? Your social media data, all your social media. Sometimes someone will post chart message, someone will post audio, someone will post other types of data also, videos also. Maybe other types of data types are there. That's called as unstructured data. There are three types of data: structured, unstructured, semi-structured. And what is the Ajax is nothing but what? It comes under the semi-structured perspective. It's a combination of JavaScript and XML data. Is this clear to you? Please acknowledge me. Okay, okay. Is this clear to you, right? Now, next point. Now, what are the different advantages of Ajax? JavaScript, everyone know that. JavaScript is used for different purposes. Purposes. Even though you can use JavaScript for dynamic, you can create some contents, you can take it from mobile application also. You can take for websites, you can go for the dashboard. What is dashboard? Do you have any idea, please, before moving to the advantages of Ajax? What is dashboard as per your understanding? Please, you can unmute yourself or you can write in chat box. What is meant by dashboard? Do you have any idea what is a dashboard? Pratik, what is dashboard? Pratik, can you can, okay, I got the result in chat box. Let me check it. It means overall content. Okay. Dashboard is nothing but, it's very simple. I'm explaining to you. Dashboard is nothing but what? It's correlation with, for example, I will explain your ERP system, your attendance system. This is one type of dashboard. Even though, for example, take any example, Facebook, even though this is websites as well as dashboard concepts are there, whatever the contents are there, that you can keep in the dashboard. For example, AC data is there, washing machine data is there, or take any advantage, any types of data, electrical appliances that you want to show to the web-based part, then dashboard is used. Have you understood? Means how many data are online, how many data are sold out, how many, like you are take any advantages of e-commerce also, or take other example, like you have one cloth shop. In every cloth shop or medical shop, there in cloth shop mostly they are having their own dashboard. If that person, that company having 200 shops in every city, for example, or each city they are having 4 to 5 cities, they want to check exact the all the business points, how many clothes are sold out for today, yesterday how much, weekly how much. This is one type of dashboard. Have you understood? Please acknowledge me, so we'll move for the next part. Okay, what are the different advantages of Ajax? What are the different advantages of Ajax? One is impressive interactivity, lesser data transparency. That is the main advantages of Ajax. So there will not be no data loss there. Ease of access, very easily we can access. And fourth one is what? Compact functionalities. What are the functionalities there? This is very much compact. Next one. Now, what is the features of Angular? What are the different features of Angular? Always remember, in every industry or every company asks you what is MVC architecture. Definitely, there is question is very compulsory in everywhere. If you are having a knowledge of JavaScript now or Java parts, definitely they will ask you what is MVC architecture. Do you know the long form of MVC architecture? Please write in chat box, Pratik. Model view and no, okay. MVC stands for Model View Control Architecture. That things we'll discuss much more depth later. That, but in every Java parts, MVC architecture, model view and control of the particular project. First point. Second is what? Low code framework. What are the features of Angular? Means nowadays everyone is using Angular, man. The reason is what? They are following MVC architecture. They are following low code framework. Third one is two-way data binding, means they are providing two-way binding also. Fourth one, it also provides dependency injections. Fifth, rich ecosystem. 6.1 Angular command line interface. CLI means what? They are also providing command line interface for security purpose. 7th one is what? Virtual scrolling and TypeScript. It's a very important part is what? In Angular, TypeScript. Most of the industries are working on TypeScript now. Sir, I don't know JavaScript. I know only Java. Okay, don't know. JavaScript means full stack developer. JavaScript is what? Advanced version. What are the HTML is there? You can get the website content on HTML, right? Contents you can see on screen is called as HTML. CSS means what are the content is there now? They looks in very attractive manner. This is called as a CSS. What is meant by JavaScript means what? Okay, whatever the contents are there now for dynamic combinations of HTML, CSS, that thing is called as, yes, sir, I know HTML, CSS. JavaScripts, that things we are going to discuss here. Our main focus is on JavaScript and Java parts. Hope you are getting the point. I know. Okay, we'll have a discussion later, sir. You don't know JavaScript. Now, this is my role to explain you what is JavaScript, how you differentiate JavaScript and Java concept. Is this clear to you? Shall we move on next page? Now, this is actually Angular architecture is there. These are the some models are there. MVC, I told you na. This is MV, this is V and C. Model view control. Angular 7 architecture is there. Model component, model services, model values, and model functions. When we are going in depth about that, na, you will understand what is this architecture about. Here you can see this is a template of HTML, CSS, and by using component, metadata means what? Data over the data. What are the data's information is stored in the metadata? This is part. Injection services. Now, up to this clear to you, please some acknowledge me. So we can move to the next part. Is this clear to you? This is actually a demo session. That's why I'm trying to skip much more clear point. I'm trying to at least just enlighten the things instead of going in depth about that. Okay, shall we move on? Okay, thank you. Now, MongoDB Essential. Always remember, may I know what is a database? Why we require a database? Please write in chat box. As per your knowledge, what is meant by database? Why we require database? Okay, let me check in chat box. For storing data in particular manner, correct structure manner, right? Okay, what are the different types of databases available in the market? Can you write out like you successfully mention other types of browsers? Even though what are the different databases available in the market? MySQL, correct. Oracle, right. MariaDB, okay. DynamoDB is there. PHP, no, PHP is not a database, man. PHP is a what? A front end, what I can say. Front end programming language. You can write the code and you can see on screen this like HTML says. PHP is a never a database. Always remember. Wrong answer. MySQL is okay. Oracle is okay. MariaDB is okay. DynamoDB is okay. Even though MS Access is one type of database is there. Hope you are getting the point. Please acknowledge me in chat box. PHP is not a programming. Okay, nice. Now, what is MongoDB Essential? What is available in the MongoDB perspective? One is MongoDB database, collections, documents. What is MongoDB database? It also can contain one or more collections. But what is collections? Can contain different types of document. What is collection? It can contain different types of document. What is document actually? It's a key value pair list for any array or nested document that is available in the documents. Sir, what is NoSQL? Okay. Actually, no SQL means what? Not only SQL. SQL part is there. What is the long form of no SQL? Even though if you can see this DynamoDB, MongoDB, these are the some no SQL databases. No SQL means what? Only SQL is there, but additional to that, some additional pointers they have given. Okay, I will explain with one example. Can you able to see my Word file right in chat box? Okay, now what is the difference between SQL and no SQL? I will explain with example. Okay, this is my one table. I'm inserting second table now. Insert table. Now, what is structured means what? Serial number, ID, third one name, percentage, and last one is grade. For example, grade is there. Okay, this is clear to you. Now, I'm entering 1, 2, 3, 4. ID is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 3, something 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, for example. 1, 3, 3 is there. Name is ABC, A, B, C, and D. Percentage is 80, 50, 78, 93. Grade is what? A, C, B, A plus. A plus. For example, this is what structured database. By using this table now, you can easily see that what is the name and percentage of how we can write the code. Select, for example, select star from. I want select star from table name. My table is, for example, ABC, where ID is equal to 1, 2, 3. So you will get the 1, 2, 3 all the data, right? This is what structure. What is no SQL means what? It's not only SQL, it's some additional parts of SQL is also available. For example, sometimes what happen, I will explain. Control C and Control V, for example. Okay, I'm keeping this one. But what happened no SQL? Maybe this data is not available. It's okay. This data is also not available. Okay, no problem. They have additional features into that. For example, this part is not available. This part is not available. This part is not available. This is not compulsory. It will work with this, whatever the concepts are there. Hope you are getting the point. Is this clear to you? What is the difference between SQL and no SQL? Please write in chat box. Okay, now MongoDB. DynamoDB is a NoSQL database. Means sometimes data is coming on particular location or sometimes maybe not coming. So instead of giving error, it will work fine, no problem. Now, again, there are different types of database management system, DBMS. Always remember, definitely someone will ask you in future, what is RDBMS? What is meant by object-oriented DBMS? Network DBMS is there and hierarchical DBMS is there. So these are the some types of database management system. What is meant by relational database? It store data in the style of relations. One piece of data will be related to another piece of data. Just now I told you, na, ID is there. In front of ID, name is there. Na? So this correlation is carried out in the relational database. Even though name indicates relational. What is object oriented? It stores data in object where each object contains data and set of the instructions. This is object oriented. This set of instruction as well as object is there. Third one is network DBMS. What is network DBMS? It actually stores data in the style of many to many relations. By using this network DBMS, you can connect with each other. This is a network DBMS. It stores data in the style of many to many relations. And hierarchical DBMS what? Whatever the data is there now, that stores data in the style of predecessor successor relationship. That gives you the data in the hierarchical DBMS. That things we'll discuss when we are having all the sessions. Please, before moving to the Node.js, have you understood? Please acknowledge me. Pratik, before moving to the next part, Shall we move on next? Okay. Okay. Now architecture of Node.js, where we can use a Node.js. For your kind of information, this Node.js programming language is used for API development mostly. If you can see, these are the architecture perspectives in data streaming, server side proxy, big data analytics, wireless connectivities, system monitoring, real-time data, queued input output, chatbots, web scraping and automation, REST APIs. Through that, the Node.js is used for this particular lot of things. For that only Node.js can be used. For example, data streamings. For data streaming also you can use a Node.js programming language. Even though in server side proxy is there, na, that is written in the Node.js. Big data analytics concept where Node.js is very performs important role. Wireless connectivity. For example, you have a AC at your home. This is wireless connectivity. Okay, AC is at your home, and you have attached one Wi-Fi module to that, and whatever the data is there na, from that AC to the Wi-Fi module, later that Wi-Fi module to the cloud, and later the cloud to the Android app or dashboard, where API is used, or this Node.js programming language used at the AWS side, server side, is called Lambda. Whatever the business logic always we write in the Lambda function, na, there we can use a Node.js programming. These are the lot of things we'll discuss later. This is workshop, so I'm trying to cover up some basic parts only. Now, what are the different advantages of Node.js? What are the drawbacks of existing JavaScript and some other programming languages? They are covered here. Advantages of Node.js, but disadvantages also Node.js is there because sometimes multi-threading concept is there that has less support in the Node.js. But we'll discuss about the advantages of Node.js. Before moving to the part, please, Pratik, just acknowledge me. Are you getting this point? Okay. Now, next point is what? What are the advantages of Node.js? What are the different advantages of Node.js? First point is what? It reduces loading time. Definitely. In server or any customer point of view, it should reduces a loading time. Means what? For example, you have connected 1000 people are connected to 1000 IoT devices, for example. But problem is that at server should response 1000, whatever the 1001 lakh devices are there. They're expecting delays 1 second is okay. But later the 1 second, of course, customer will not be satisfied. But by using Node.js, it reduces loading time, high performance, easy to learn. And again, they are not maybe mentioned here, but I will explain. All the resources of Node.js is currently available. There are other programming languages that are used to create APIs like Golang. Then someone will write a Python. Golang is now Google language is there, and everyone using the Golang. But same work can be carried out by Node.js, but it's having some limitations. Then large community support, freedom to develop cross-platform apps. What is meant by cross-platform apps? Please, can you write in chat box as per your understanding? What is meant by cross-platform apps? At least you can check it. What is cross-platform apps? You can say no also. I don't have any problem, man. Are you there? Please acknowledge me. What is meant by cross-platform apps? Pratik, can you able to hear me? Shall we continue? Okay, okay. Then improve app response time. This is very, very important. That's why most of the people are now moving to the Node.js. Extensible means other types of features can be added into that. Scalable. This is one of the best features of or advantages of Node.js. Scalable, you know that. As per our requirement, you can increase or decrease. React Native. Okay, correct. Now, This is very DevSecOps tools. Okay, Git and GitHubs are there now. Heroku is also there. This is what DevSecOps tools. Source code is there. CI server, test and scan, artifacts, deploy, monitoring. If you can see, always remember, this is very important tools nowadays as a develop DevOps concepts. Everyone is using this one. Jira, if you can see here, let me, sir, is Postman and Spring Boot. Yes. Postman is for API testing as well as other purpose we can write. Spring Boot is same part. So we'll see here now. Okay, DevOps tools. One is source code, CS. Monitoring purpose, you can use this Jira. Deploy, Docker you use. Maven is for artifacts. Test and scan. Gradle is there. Again, lot of tools are there. You should know, at least you should know 2 to 3 tools now that is available in the industry. Maven is there. Amazon CloudWatch is for artifacts. They have given alternatives to that also. Test and scan. CI server Heroku is there. Datadog is there. Git source code, you can upload all the code in Git or SonarQube. Please take this screenshot of this part. This is very important. Okay, yes, I know GitHub. Git and GitHub is somewhat different. Huh? Git and GitHub. Somewhat, not. Okay, later we'll discuss. Please take this screenshot because I know that this is very important tools. If you are very expertise in at least one tool now, you will have a very good career in future. Okay, now next point. What is DevSecOps? Means development operations, including security, also monitoring, sec is there. They are mentioned into that. Now manual testing process. You know what is manual testing, but one problem is that as you know that testing is nothing but whatever the expected output is there now, whether it's coming actual or not. If this is not coming, if this is not matching actual and expected, then somewhat problem in your code, right? Or in your software. Manual testing means what? What is available in the manual testing? The problem of manual testing means what? Again, this man has to take a lot of efforts. Test cases, requirement analysis. He should go through all the requirement analysis, test plan creation, test case creation, test case execution, defect logging, defect fix and re-verification, whether whatever the changes I have suggest to the developer team, whether they have done it or not. This is called as a manual testing process. How we can go for the manual testing process means what? Requirement analysis, first point, test plan creation, test case creation, test case execution, defect logging, as well as whatever the defect was suggested to the developer, whether this is fixed or not, or if this fixed, re-verified. Again, how you can re-verify? Again, this process has to be taken. Have you understood manual test cases? Please acknowledge me so we can move to the next part. Pratik. Okay. I don't know how much you are getting, Pratik, but I'm trying to cover only basic part for today's session only. This is somewhat fundamentals now. I'm trying to cover all the things in very short of time. I'm having a very less time now, so I'm trying to utilize that time for fundamental concepts only. Is this clear? Shall we move on next part? Yes, sir, I know software. Okay, it's very important. And as you know, I don't know, are you from which background? But software engineering is nothing but what? This is a core part in the industry where you should know that how SDLC works, how STLC works. Okay. Now, BTech. Oh, then this is very much fine, man. You know very well about software engineering concept. Means you are aware about what is SDLC, what is STLC. So you know that what is the test cases, what is the test plan, then how you can make a testing, what is the template of testing. Okay, now testing using JUnit. JUnit is one tool through that you can test your websites. Whatever your website design is by using PHP, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, Whatever the websites, you can test it from JUnit also. Okay. After JUnit testing, what you will get, you have to write some test cases, Selenium test suites and test cases scripts. After successfully inserted into that, JUnit gives you to read keywords and data from Excel file. It also generate test report and generate logs also. Now, this is overview of total testing. We have discussed about development operations. What are the different tools, advantages of Node.js, architecture of Node.js, what are the different types of databases are there, then Angular JS architectures, understanding of Ajax, jQuery, feature. Again, I'm saying if you complete this task 100%, you will get the job in, because in every project you require a full stack developer. Maybe if this project is related to dashboard, React.js is used. If this project is related to Android developer, React Native is there. If this project is related to dynamic other parts, you can use it. PHP is there. Every parts you can get the job offers, but you have to decide where you want to go. Now this is clear to you. Before moving to our Henry Harvin contents, no? Please, have you understood, consider what I have tried to explain? Is this clear to you? So that we can move to the next part. Better computer science means what? 50% already you know each and everything. What I'm trying to explain now, maybe this is revision for you. Sir, I'm learning Android dev from YouTube. Okay, okay. May I know where you want to go? What is your destiny? Which means React JS, Node.js, where you want, means where you want to see yourself after 2 to 3 years. .NET. Do you know what is .NET? Where we have an opportunity on .NET? Correct, for developing websites and other types of apps. Now, getting started with Henry Harvin. Actually, this is our journey. Journey of Henry Harvin started in 2013. We are based in San Francisco, California. Henry Harvin is a competency development organization. It also offers focused learning solution. We cater to diverse audience from every varying industry and academics, because some of the our client and some of the our learner is from the industry. Who are we? Deliver instructor led training to client base 3 lakh plus learners. Deliver self-paced training to client base and 2 lakh learners. Provide 400 plus courses. Vendor with 200 plus corporate. Partner to 130 plus college pan India. These are the program features. Award-winning industry specialist. These are the program features. Actually, this course is 144 hours live training, access to recorded video lectures, access to e-learning portal, 100% guaranteed placement. Because when you complete all the assignments and some projects you have worked into that, and you are very much clear about the basic parts now, you will easily get the job. 100% guaranteed placement. Internship support, 52 plus masterclass and sessions, 1 year gold membership benefits, 5 plus soft skills sessions, 24. You know that in industry now, soft skills is very much required. If you have a lot of knowledge, but if you cannot explain or you cannot express yourself, how the your progress and individual how will grow professional as well personal, you have to decide. That's why soft skill also provided by our end program features. After completing this course, you will have high demand job, chances for collaboration, creativity, excellent, increased productivity. High demands. Java full stack developer works on display, logic, and databases. Collaboration, unite with other developers, software engineers. Superior understanding and greater control product. Java full stack developer is the most in demand skill with the significant salaries. If you can cross check itself in Naukri profile, Java full stack developer is required. Advantages over other developers with numerous technologies and tools. Now, as per our course now, this course is divided into 8 modules. Module 1 is what? Front end, HTML5 and CSS. Module 2 is JavaScript and jQuery. Module 3 is related to Ajax. Module 4 is Angular 6 and 7. Module 5 is the database. Module 6 is backend, that is Node.js. Module 7 is development SAP operation tools. And module 8 is testing tools. This is our module 1 to module 8. If you complete this course in 100% your contribution, or at least whatever the your contribution, so on that basis you will get the job regarding full stack developer. This is program Java full stack developer course, 100% job guarantee, 144 hours, examination, certification, unlimited batches with different trainers, master class sessions, job guarantee, e-learning platform access, as well as batches recordings. This is overall of Java full stack developer. The fees, whatever the fees, is inclusive of live interactive training, videos and case studies assessment, unlimited access of multiple trainers, intensive support also is there, job opportunities, assignments and projects, hallmark certificate. This is very important certificate. Everyone is globally recognized, and gold membership benefit. These are the our some social medias: Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and YouTube. You can also cross check it. Before moving to the end of this part, do you have any queries, Pratik? Please write in chat box, or you can unmute yourself and we can discuss. Please, do you have any doubt? No. Is this clear to you, Pratik? So shall we close this session? Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye. Thank you so much, guys.